What's up, guys? This is day two um, of starting a business, and I know I had a lot to talk about yesterday, and I think I just want to continue that. I have really nothing planned yet. We're not to the actual business start yet, but I think we're coming to make values, and I think before that it's how can we create systems that I first follow and that I know that if I was to hire someone they can follow. And one thing is I think just the realization to lock in. I think that's a very important part of something that I have not done. Um, but I can see here and there that I've tried, but it hasn't been like a continued situation for me. I think the art of seeing the beginning of something is a very good art. You know, you see online where it's like, okay, well, there's people who you want to be or seen as, hey, they're very higher than you. You see them with so many followers or so much money or just where you be at, and you say, well, to get there, it should take no longer than maybe a couple weeks, a couple months, but in reality, it took them a couple years, and that's just the art of being seen beginning. And I think I've in a way suffered um, that that I couldn't be able to be seen at the beginning, but I wanted to be a person who would come to see that I've perfected something, and and it comes to the realization that you're never going to be perfect at something. You're always just going to continue to learn continuously. And so if you're continuing to learn and you're showing that, hey, I've been here since the beginning, or I've started at the beginning on something that you didn't think you can create, not only does it make a great story, but it shows where you came from. I think it's great that I think I'm started. I think I've tried so many things over the years. With, okay, I have to have a perfect camera, I have to have a perfect iPhone, the microphone has to be a certain thing so it can be seen that I've been a perfectionist at this thing called YouTube or a thing called business. But I think I've continued to learn, and I think I'm going to continue to show that. But it starts with showing the beginning of something, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be a thing that we've all wished for, but the vision to be seen beginning something new. And when you first realize that people have to start seeing you as someone who's beginning something, not that you don't know something, but to be seen something as you're beginning something, and you have knowledge in that area, but you don't just start from the top, you know. And I think just realizing that, and that's something that I want to show. So if I was to hire someone, or we're getting to hire in the next year, I have to make sure that the people that I hire are okay with being imperfectionate, um, but they're okay with starting from the bottom. They're okay with being seen as being in the beginning. They're okay with not being good at something, but they're okay. And they don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be. But as long as you're driven and you want the goal and you put the systems in place, you can get where you need to be, but you just have to be willing to start from the beginning. And I think I've created a business. My podcast has been that way, where I've been trying to seen as perfect. And if you ever watch the videos, you can see that it is way beyond perfect. And I think it's just learning the skills to communicate, asking the right questions to get the right answers. But you realize that, like, the first one and even the fourth one that I did wasn't, it was so drastically different the first one you get measly scared and you're like, what the heck do I ask? And then you go to the fourth one, it's like, okay, well, I still don't know what to ask, but I'm a little bit more comfortable of asking the questions and being okay with not knowing what to say, or can I even continue this conversation? But to get there, I had to start from the beginning, and I had to show that this is what I'm starting from. It's not the most glamorous things, but just being okay with it. And when you start to hire people, you have to hire under before you can hire someone who's better than you. And I think that's the goal of, okay, can I be good at something for 60, 90, 6 months, a year, and then say, hey, okay, I think I'm good enough to say, oh, I'll hire this and I'll delegate this out, so that way I can have a great business. And I think the next thing is over the next couple of videos, I think I want to start talking about values and other things that have been on my mind that might hinder the business, or it's just a great thing to know for values of a startup. I think just to start making these videos and not really care, hey, okay, I don't really care who sees it, or you just go, okay, let's just one post at a time and see, well, in 6 months or a year, I might not have got what I wanted, but I've learned what I needed to. I've been in a better place, but I got to it. And I think also adding that, just getting and doing the little things is the way to be successful. And I think I want to talk a little bit more about that in maybe the next video. But it is true, and so I think those are just my final words of, like, be okay with starting from the beginning, because you never know what that might lead you in the future. And so let's get it. I'm ready for this journey, so let's do it.